Please welcome the co-founder and CEO of Coding It Forward, Ariana Soto.
Thank you. What an intro. It's good to see some familiar faces. We're improvising with the slide deck, so I may or may not use it. But thank you for being here. Excited to have this conversation. It's actually very timely given if you were sitting here for a few minutes ago in the conversation before, they were like, how do we find the talent? Where's the talent? We need the talent, and I have the talent. So a great segue. I'm Ariana Soto. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Coding It Forward. We are empowering the next generation of mission-driven technologists. And before I dive into the work that we do, I actually wanted to start with how I got into this space because it is what keeps me working in this field, keeps us pursuing our mission. So when I was in college, went to school, was going to study computer science, and I didn't know that people did internships the summer after freshman year. I'm like a half first-gen student. No one in my family had interned before, so I just went back home to Los Angeles and was like, great, we'll spend summer vacation at home. It'll be great. And then my dad, as dads do, was hyping me up in his office, telling people in his office how his daughter was studying computer science, and someone in the office is like, great, I'll take an unpaid intern. Does your daughter want to come do data work in my office? And thus became my first internship with the Los Angeles mayor's team. I was adding metadata to their police data sets on their open data portal back when open data was the big buzzword and everyone was getting data up on the open data portals. And I think if you go, not to shade the city that I love, but if you go to their open data portal and you look at their police data sets, my metadata is probably still the data that's there, and it's been nearly a decade. So there's still a lot of work to be done, but through that internship, I was introduced to the women who were running the Los Angeles mayor's data team at the time. And it sounds so crazy to say now, but it was the first time that I had ever been exposed to the fact that people were using technology in government. Didn't know it was a thing, didn't know it was possible, didn't know people had built careers around this, which again, sounds insane to say now that I've been doing this work for a decade. But that was how I found my internship. And then I went back to campus sophomore year and I met my co-founders, and they had very similar experiences uncovering this intersection between technology and government. And so we co-founded Coding It Forward because my co-founders had been looking for an internship. They were technologists studying computer science in college, and the only internship they could find was an unpaid government internship installing Microsoft SharePoint on government computers, and that was not interesting to them. So we loosely started as a jobs board and a place for early career tech talent to just share anything that they could find. And then we were really lucky to get introduced to someone at the Census Bureau who was actually looking to bring early career tech talent into the field, and thus became our flagship program. So I messed up slides and they are on a PDF, so they're scrolling. But we launched the Coding It Forward Fellowship, which has now been going on for 8 years. We have placed 700 fellows in 80+ offices across the country, local, state, and federal. Fellows work across 5 disciplines: software engineering, data, design, product management, and cybersecurity, so all the major tech roles, and they are undergrads, grad students, and recent graduates who get to work in a government office for 10 weeks during the summer, doing really, really high impact work. And we lean on our partners to tell us what kinds of projects they should be working on. I might ditch the slides, this is annoying. This is kind of highlights of our program. So fellows work on really, really high impact work. Again, we lean on our partners to tell us what kind of work they need. So a lot of fellowship programs kind of prescribe a topical area or prescribe an area of practice. We really let our government partners come to us and say, this is what we need, this is what we need them to work on. And our partners time and time again come back because they're really impressed that early career talent can come in and make an impact and get really, really strong work done. A lot of times fellows are coming in and doing projects that have been on the back burner for a long time. We then do wraparound support, so like myself, when I first entered government, many of our fellows, it's their very first time ever doing this kind of work. So our team at Coding It Forward curates a cohort, a community experience. We provide one-on-one mentorship. We expose them to what else is out there in the field for them, and really making sure that it's a really strong experience so that they not only get to work in government, but they also have a really positive experience and want to come back, which is where we then invest in the alumni network that's now over 700 folks strong. These alumni, we are finding 8 years into this, are coming back into the field, be it nonprofit, think tank, government. Sometimes they're not coming into government right after their internship because government, unfortunately, still isn't a place where early career talent can develop hard skill sets. But once they go get that experience elsewhere, we're finding that they're coming back, which is why we keep doing this work. A little bit about our fellows in AI. So I've been laughing because everyone's talking about AI and how the talent needs to work on AI and the talent doesn't want to do AI, and our talent has been doing AI since 2017. So we have 90 projects and counting. These are a couple of just skill sets and things that people work on. But the USDA actually mentioned us as a data and AI talent partner in their 2024 AI compliance plan. And again, fellows have been doing this work for a very long time. So the talent has the skill sets and they want to do this work, and we've actually been doing it for almost a decade at this point. These are just two projects I won't voice over, but just examples of how fellows have worked in local government. These are only local government examples. That's probably because the person that helped me put together the slide deck, we have a lot of people working in federal government, but sometimes the AI work they're doing goes way over my head. So I studied computer science, but I definitely don't do computer science anymore. But these are really easy projects to chew off. But we've got some really, really cool federal projects that talent has also worked on. A lot of our actually AI work in the past 8 years has been from federal agencies bringing in talent. Again, early career talent with not that much experience to do AI work. I'll skip over this one in the interest of time, but we actually just launched a new program. We have such overwhelming demand from talent that we actually don't have enough places to put them. So we just launched a new program, which is basically all that we do, the wraparound support minus the internship. So for those folks who don't necessarily have hard skill sets yet, introducing them to this field, to the fact that people can do public interest work, and then giving them access to mentorship and resources so that hopefully they go back, earn more skill sets, finish their degrees, maybe get some internship experience, and then can apply to our program and be better candidates because they had a little bit of supplemental experience before. So that's our new program. This is just a quick, it's really critical that we invest in the next generation of technical talent, especially now. I think there's a lot of conversation about mid-career and late career talent, but next generation of talent is going to be who builds the future. And if we want them to be AI ready, then we need to start investing in them now. And so that's a lot of the work that we've been doing at Coding It Forward. The last slide that I'll share is that for the last decade of being in this work, I've had philanthropy, government partners, literally anyone except for early career talent try to tell me that early career talent doesn't want to work in the public interest space, that they only want to go work for private companies. Love our private companies. We partner with folks. I'm not dissing anyone, but they don't want to work in government. They don't want to work in the public sector. They don't want to work in nonprofits. And we have had 21,000 people apply to our programs since our first year. We had 6,500 people, and I should say early career folks, apply to our program last fall for this summer's program. So time and time again, young people are telling me that they want to do this work, that they want to work in government, that they want to bring their skills into this space. All we need is opportunities to put them there. So I'll skip my next couple of slides because I think that this point really drives it home. But in terms of how we work and partner with folks, we work with government partners, again, through our flagship fellowship program. We work with nonprofit entities, so if nonprofits need talent, bringing them into the field and helping nonprofits get access to technical talent. A lot of data work and federal data sets will be held by nonprofits moving forward, so helping those teams really get the talent that they need to do that work. And then we partner with corporate sponsors and really lean on them to help us upskill our students, so bringing them in, having them do workshops with our students, and then corporate sponsorship to help us actually place talent. So one of the most difficult things, which I'll leave you with, of finding enough opportunities for folks in this space is, one, finding teams that are ready for early career talent, but we've done a pretty good job of finding those teams, helping those teams upskill enough to bring in early career talent. But the big, big barrier is budget and contract, which is not cute and not pretty. But our corporate sponsors and our philanthropic partners have really stepped in to help us be able to place that talent when a government partner can't cover that cost entirely on their own. So that's a little bit about how we partner with folks. We're at Coding It Forward on all social media platforms. And if you are a nonprofit or a government partner or a corporate partner that's interested in learning more, you can reach us at team@codingitforward.com, and we would love to talk to you and tell you more about how early career talent wants to be a part of building whatever comes next. So I'll leave you with that, but thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, the co-founder and CEO of Coding It Forward, Ariana Soto.